Hi guys! In our previous video we told you about the place where we were staying here on the island of La Gomera, one of the Canary Islands. Today we'll show you what we did before we even reached our accommodation. We arrived by ferry from the neighboring island of Tenerife to the city of San Sebastián de la Gomera, so first we'll explore the town a little.
This is the main thing here in San Sebastián.
I didn't expect it because the water is pretty cold.
By the way, I had quite a cold while editing this video and recording the voiceover. But that actually fits perfectly for the second half of the story, when we relive our first full day on the island.
We are totally enjoying the best weather on the island.
It definitely wasn't a perfect day. Be prepared for a wet and gloomy atmosphere near the small town of Alajero. We'll head down to Playa La Cantera through an amazing landscape surrounded by cliffs with the sound of the roaring ocean in the distance.
I think I read online that somebody is here. I don't know if they live here permanently or what, but maybe we'll find out.
But let's rewind and start with San Sebastián. It was a very nice surprise when we got off the ferry. First we walked by the harbor and in about 5 or 10 minutes we reached the town. And I of course enjoyed the sign with the name. The town itself is quite small and it felt very pleasant. We were heading to a lookout point, so we had to conquer quite a few steps, but it was definitely worth it.
We arrived on the island of La Gomera by ferry maybe half an hour ago. And we were very happy because it was sunny and warm. We experienced summer for like 15 minutes. Now it's over. The clouds are coming from the mountains and it's raining, light rain or drizzling or something. So it's still kinda refreshing. And here we are at this viewpoint. This is the capital city of the island of La Gomera. It's called San Sebastián de la Gomera. It's not very big. I was reading there are maybe 7,000 inhabitants and the houses are very vibrant. I like it. Even though the sun is not shining anymore, it's still colorful and yeah, very pretty. The mountains look very dark. It wouldn't be pleasant to be there now, I suspect, but on this vacation, we want to go to the mountains because it's very attractive here. Nature here is amazing, so it's my dream to go there. But we'll see, the weather should be not good the whole stay that we are here, so we'll see.
We arrived on the island like an hour ago by ferry there in the port. And we have like 3 to 4 hours until we pick up our car, which was intentional because it's the morning, we can't check in anyway yet. So we wanted to use the opportunity to explore the capital and the surrounding area. And of course it wouldn't be us to immediately find some lookout points and some local pathways to get away from the streets. So we are going now, I guess we're going down there, but we'll see.
Yeah, somehow, we'll see.
Amazing views incoming.
Yay, wow, so cool.
It looks so interesting how the town is immediately in the, not mountains, but it's surrounded by the hills, steep hills everywhere.
Down there in the valley is the town. And we are quite far already.
Yeah.
We are so, like, yeah, we explore immediately. That's our thing. This is probably the main thing here in San Sebastián. It's Torre del Conde, and it's a 15th century defensive tower. The Spanish built it after conquering La Gomera. Before, there had been natives here called Guanche. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, but the Spanish conquered them and they are no more, which is kinda sad. It's quite terrible when we think about it. We were reading that it is the southernmost known medieval monument, so that's interesting. And it's connected to the era of Christopher Columbus. He stopped here in San Sebastián and later he was sailing further to the Americas. So that's also interesting. Guys, there is a beach here, directly in San Sebastián, and we went in, even Tommy. How
Both
was
of
it?
us, wow. I didn't expect it because the water is pretty cold, but I had to suck it up and just jump in.
Yes, it's a necessity when we are here, and now we feel great, I would say.
Yeah, I'm not cold anymore.
We are very refreshed. We got quite lucky because it's sunny. Look, the sun is shining. The clouds are always trying to come from there, but they are dissipating here. So that's amazing, and this was such a great moment. I'm going again because this wasn't enough. We need to really take everything in. We had to stop at this viewpoint. We can see the island of Tenerife, but the most prominent is Mount Teide, the highest peak of Spain. I think 3,715 meters above sea level. I'm not totally sure.
Give or take.
Yes, and it's a volcano and it looks absolutely beautiful from here. I love the town down there and the ocean, and then Mount Teide on the island.
I think we'll see Teide every day for the rest of our vacation.
Yes. La Gomera is quite close to Tenerife, and wow, it's so amazing, but I'm afraid the views won't be as amazing as now because there will be more clouds. So this is totally perfect. I love it. Today we are going to explore a part of the southern side of the island. The weather is quite terrible and we are in the south where the rain showers are supposed to dissipate and it should be sunnier and warmer. We don't see it yet. It's raining right now as we speak, but the landscape is amazing. Wow.
You can see it has to rain sometimes because it's not as dry as we thought it would be.
Exactly. But the good thing is that the wind is kinda normal, moderate. It's very windy elsewhere on the island, and I was watching various weather maps and everything, and this spot where we are going should be the least windy today. So that's why we are going. We parked our car here. There is this road. We came from there, far away.
And you can see we were not the only ones who thought it would be nice here today.
Yes. And we are going this way, so we'll show you what we will encounter today.
We are going to a beach, as you can surely see, looking at the ocean close to us. We are still quite high, like 500 meters above sea level, so we need to go all the way down. It will be strenuous, especially on the way back probably, but we need to get warm.
Yes, so this is great. We will warm up while hiking. It's quite muddy. Maybe it doesn't look like it, but look, my shoes are full of mud. Yay!
So are mine.
This doesn't look like Canary Islands at all. This is like we are on the Azores or somewhere, maybe Madeira. But this is not what people imagine when you say Canary Islands. They imagine dry, sunny, hot. This is definitely different. So I don't know, we should be happy that we are experiencing a different side. And we'll definitely have interesting memories of La Gomera.
Unforgettable.
Yeah. There are, of course, very lush and green areas on La Gomera, but this spot is supposed to be one of the driest and sunniest. That's why we are kinda talking about it.
We can slowly see where we are going. That way.
Yeah, down there should be a beach, and there is a ferry also going by.
Huh? We don't know where.
We don't know where.
There's this huge ravine next to us, and we are walking along it until we reach the beach at the end. It looks quite close to here, but we're still very high.
Yeah.
And it seems to be quite popular. Somebody was just coming back, and another two people passed us just recently. So, but everybody is like, looks like hikers, not exactly swimmers.
Yeah. And everybody is very muddy.
Yes.
Show us your shoes.
This is what my shoes look like now. It's very fun walking here.
Yeah, the shoes are very heavy now.
Yes.
We are taking this mountain apart. We are
Yeah.
taking pieces of it with us.
It's a nice exercise.
Guys, it's not muddy here anymore. There are these little red stones, so it's better. There are still rain showers though, like right now. This one is quite heavy, heavier than the others, but oh well. The ocean looks amazing. It's a very dramatic landscape. Wow. Yay, how amazing that you can find a natural shelter here. We are at the point where we are starting our descent to the ravine, and look, there is the beach down there. Doesn't look very inviting, but oh well. And look at the rock formations, it's so interesting. Everything is quite red here, and yeah, it's again different.
almost down at the beach, and we can see that there is an old abandoned tuna can factory, which used to be operational some time ago. Now it's just ruins. But also there are solar panels there, so I think I read online that somebody is here. I don't know if they live here permanently or what, but maybe we'll find out.
Sounds like a good place to be away from people.
Yeah, sounds like something for us.
Yes, we would take this, at least for some time.
Yeah, I don't know how it's about gardening and getting food here. Maybe by boat, I guess.
We found shelter here under this cliff or whatever this is, and we are waiting out another rain shower. Amazing. It looks so cute here. I love the door and this one as well. There are the solar panels, and here they are growing aloe vera, or how it's pronounced in English. And yes, even the colorful bougainvillea is there. So cute, I love it.
We are on the beach, as you can see. We are the only ones here, which I don't understand, because as Peter mentioned, he chose this place because here we have the best weather on the whole island. So it's only drizzling here and it's not windy actually, so that's the main advantage, because it should be very windy in other parts of the island.
Yeah.
So it's amazing.
It's totally raining now. Crazy. This is a really heavy rain shower. So yeah, we are totally enjoying the best weather on the island. This is the best you can get today. Oh my god. We teleported into this shed with the roof just leaking a little bit, so it's better here. Oh my god. So interesting, there are all these structures here, these abandoned buildings from the old factory, and yeah, we can explore them now.
To me it's interesting that one of the walls is a rock. That one.
Oh yeah, wow. Very interesting. When we were starting this hike, we were thinking that maybe we would be able to go into water here, but no, the sea is so rough, the waves are big, and it would be quite dangerous. So not even me dares to go into the ocean here, even though we have the best weather on the island, but still. Guys, the sun came out, but now it's leaving again. But look, I am in a sunny spot. Yay! So this is we need to cherish this. It's gone. So sad. Look, there it is. That's a great spot. Tommy is always very inventive. It's not raining here, we are under the roof. That's very cool. And the sun is leaving us again. It's always like 5 seconds. Another rain shower incoming. But Tommy is ready already. We are leaving, but only now we notice that the path where we came from goes over that big cliff. You can maybe see little posts. That's the railing that's next to the path, and it's so cool to see because when we were there, the path didn't even feel very difficult or dangerous or anything. It was normal, but it's crazy to see it from down here. The post up there, like, it's kinda crazy. So, wow.
We have gained more than 150 meters and of elevation, and it's suddenly so warm here.
Yeah,
It's great.
it is great.
Finally, it feels like summer.
Yes, exactly. It's so vibrant here now. But I wanted to say that I am totally happy that the weather models were right with the wind. Really, this was the only area where the wind was light or no wind almost. And it's true, it was so windy at our accommodation. It was very windy everywhere else. There are weather stations and you can take a look. But here, like, we proved to ourselves that it's true, no wind, so this was perfectly chosen destination this
Made
day.
the right choice.
Yes, absolutely the right choice. It's amazing. Because I forgot to mention, the wind gusts everywhere else are around 70 kilometers per hour, and that is a lot. That is very unpleasant, and it could be even a little bit dangerous. And tomorrow it should be even worse, 90 kilometers per hour, or sometimes somewhere on the island even above 100 kilometers per hour.
I think we'll just stay in bed tomorrow.
No, we will find another spot with light winds. You'll see.
Stay tuned.
Exactly. Guys, look at this! We met a herd of goats again. Yay, with bells. They are so cute. Oh my god. I love this. I love meeting sheep and goats and stuff like that. So cool. Oh my god, yay! Amazing. I don't even mind that there is a rain shower again.
Good for you.
But this is so like from a fairy tale. It's my favorite part of the day probably. Yay! So cute. And the good news is also that we are almost back to our car. That's great. We are totally wet. But yeah, we are here.